Hello, everybody. We hope you're having an amazing day today. 365 Days have always been one of those movies that we hate to love. It's the perfect guilty pleasure with millions of cringy moments but also an addictive atmosphere. Even though we question our choices whenever we open the movie, we also cannot help but keep up with the series whenever a new movie is being released. The genre of the movie has a lot to do with our complicated feelings toward it. Erotica is one of those genres that requires a tricky balance between being hot or awkward, and unfortunately, 365 Days often finds itself on the awkward side. Recently, the second movie of the franchise, 365 Days This Day, got released, and we couldn't believe our eyes both in the good and the bad way. On the one hand, this movie was hotter than the first one. But on the other hand, it was much more awkward than the first one as well, making it the outrageous version of the first movie in general. This also meant that the second movie has been as controversial as the first one, which brings the popularity alongside. Or, as we say among the friends, the more the controversy, the merrier. Some people criticize the movie for the lack of its plot, as there was no particular story to it except for Laura's kidnap. Others, however, criticize that there were not enough steamy scenes, which is a must-have in a supposedly smutty movie. So in a way, the movie couldn't please anyone but still managed to attract millions globally. Naturally, all we expect from Netflix right now is to bless us with the third installment of the franchise so that we can conclude the story at least, even though we're still not sure whether we love it or hate it. Since the first movie was a massive success, it took no time for Netflix to officially renew the franchise for 2 more movies. This was perfect since the movie series was based on the books of Blanka Lipinska's novel series with 3 books. So each book will be adapted to the screen once Netflix is done with the series. The second movie got premiered back on April 27, 2022. Now, normally, we would expect the third movie to be released the next year. However, somehow Netflix is much quicker in adapting these series than all the other shows on the platform. That's to say, in a miraculous way, we will get to watch 365 Days 3 within 2022. Since the third book of Lipinska will be released around September 2022, we believe the third movie would follow a similar path and get released around the same time. This means that the trailer for the movie will also be out around August 2022. Can you believe it? Within only 4 short months, we will get an ending to this steamy romance, hopefully a happy one. We're working closely with Blanka Lipinska, the author of the 365 Days trilogy of books and writer of the film, to continue Laura and Massimo's story on screen. Their journey together is full of many twists and turns as our characters continue to grow and learn more about themselves, said Lukas Kluskiewicz, content acquisition manager of Netflix Films for CEEs and Poland, in a recent interview. His words have been the proof that Netflix cares about this series a lot and cannot wait for it to be completed as soon as possible before the hype dies down. We expect the third movie to change many things for Laura and Massimo, as Laura is likely to not survive her pregnancy, leading Massimo to be a single father in mourning. We know that it's depressing even to think about that, but we believe such a twist will contribute to his character development a lot. Are you ready to welcome 365 Days 3? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.